Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see us.
Rop's already inside A main.
Molotov deployed towards the upper ramp just so they can get full control. It's going to be Carrigan just suggesting they're heading towards inside, but Perfecto, that's almost a perfect smoke. They have to push through that, no choice, and he's going to get the first headshot. That might dissuade them now. After such a convincing kill there, they're going to have to wait towards the Ivy position. Carrigan, I don't think he gets the headshot this time. Looks good for a pistol. In favor of Na'Vi, yet to pick one up as we enter the third map here.
Rob's backs away, P250. Carrigan's smokes were all for naught. That was a ruse, but it was already spotted, as you mentioned, by Perfecto at Ivy, so they knew this was going to come to A. And it's come back to a 3-on-3. Rumich gets himself on the board with 2, finds Frozen as well toward Olaf, and that means bomb down. He'll close on the last.
From the grenades here, and these other rounds, Na'Vi have been giving up a lot against the Deagles, and he's up. There was enthusiasm somewhat there. Flamey beats down the Ivy. They lose the first 2 picks again, but starting to stabilize now as Boomich with the MP9 doing solid work towards that popped up position. Looks like things are under control here. Got a bit dicey at one point, but we're going to have Frozen left in a 3-on-1 with just 19 points of health.
Attempt from Frozen to get the headshot, not successful. And that gives away his position as well. They're going to sneak in behind. Not quite. They're going to hold over toward the E-box instead. 2-man position. No real chance he's going to suspect they would be there. Why would they have 2 in this position in the open? But at the same time, they weren't. Okay, they are.
Be fragging hard here. Electronic knows it as well. $600 per kill. There's the first. $1,200 gathered so far for Na'Vi.
Boomich trying to find better positioning. No one presenting opportunity as it was yesterday. Look at the flank, though. His teammate, Electronic, that's a lot of noise. I think he's heard. Bomb's down. Christian knows he's there and makes no mistake with the deagle. It would have been such a scalp to find the bomb in that position and get away with it, but they're still going to be aggressive and relentless onto Chris. And Perfecto knows that he's gone around the bathrooms. Again, a bit hesitant. He has an M4. He's up against nothing. I know he wants
a USB or something. I don't know what's happened there. Good incendiary, at least, to do damage. Carrigan might burn to a crisp here. 28, and down he goes.
I don't understand the reason. I guess he wants to hold Olaf so they can't push up in return, but there's no smoke on top of that, and he steps into it with it spreading to the corner.
He's been doing this the last few months. He's the one that goes towards main entrance. He normally extinguishes the Molotov and gets himself towards Olaf.
Right.
A little bit apprehensive this time, though. I think he was maybe flashed and wasn't sure whether the flames were going to spread. He'd already taken a lot of damage. He survived. It was the HE that took him down. Not as clean as he'd like, and this is starting to fall apart now. That pop dog has been a big talking point in this tournament. A lot of teams happy to fly up there on the CT side. Has left Na'Vi in a 5-on-2 lead here in round number 4. Much better scenes. Frozen and Voxic at this point, all they can really do is either save the weapons and hold on for a minute. Let's see if they can cause financial damage. Nice work from Voxic there. 10 HP, but still, he brings one back. Bomb down. That's towards T-spawn.
Voxic does cross over, but low HP. He goes back. Simple was certainly ready for the second shot. Don't give that man more opportunities than one. Even then, that's often too many. Frozen. He'll sneak back around. 32 seconds left, but 1-on-4. Don't think this is really a time issue at this point. Might want to consider that Krieg. Bomb plant would be decent for his team as well. Give them the max bonus plus the 800.
It's need to maintain their focus here. This shot from Simple allows one player to get towards Olaf, and Electronic making up for it here. He'll go through the smoke. Nice work, but Carrigan's ready with the CZ, flaming for a couple towards Ivy. Looking safe once again here, 4 versus 2. Clean sheet so far for Na'Vi. Robson, Voxic waiting for any more mistakes. No one has to push at this point. The round should be locked in. Let them commit towards the bomb sites, and speaking of the bomb, they have that on the back of Voxic right now. Rob's down towards Pop Dog. Fantastic deagle user, but not sure he'll be able to find much here. There won't be many opportunities as the orb's given to Boomich, considering his low HP. No one has to explore. Just keep one passive player towards inside. That's Perfecto. It would be the best protocol here for MouseSports if they want to get the bomb down. They didn't even have to trade out a kill. There's a chance he'll only get one, then he can just get that bomb planted, and that will be enough. So maybe one down towards lower ramp, take the aggro, jump out of the bomb towards upper. They have no flashes, and you can see Perfecto on the ladder right now. He won't be shooting from this position, but you can see lower and upper, and he can get a nice early call when they commit. So he's now spotted one, he'll react, throw the incendiary, try and deny the plant. I still think it will go down here. And considering this situation, Matt, that's enough. That's an extra $800 per player.
Oh my.
Maybe a little bit more here as Rops finds an opening.
Absolutely does. Goes forward, gets the F4. He's got a line up and a chance on a Simple. Damage is being done. This Deagle at the headshot position, and it's Flamey again. You're right, it could be a lot more than the 800 Simple. Kerrigan is in a perfect position should Boomich overextend, and he's actually staring it down. I say that because if the gun barrel was even an inch further forward, Kerrigan gets the advantage in that fight. Instead, though, Boomich, having cleared the angle and was satisfied in doing so, turned his attention the other direction. It now sits to the advantage of Na'Vi. Again, 8-0 was the scoreline. Rops, don't flirt with Boomich in that position. 8-0 was the scoreline in the start they had against Godsent yesterday, and Godsent only had 4 kills in that time, and yet it went to 16-13. So watch for Na'Vi to be a lot more disciplined today. They're going to have to be. Interestingly enough, if Na'Vi do win
went up the ladder
this,
again? Did he
yes,
do
he did. Yeah, no real need of it, but sure.
I respect it because you don't expect anyone to do that. Like that, it's a cool move, but that might cost them this round. But it's still looking pretty good with 25 seconds. Only a couple of smokes left, and Flamey very confident in his approach with that CT AK-47 electronic. He'll reposition towards Pop Dog.
Shots out from the AK. Flamey has Rops. Christian Rops, though, they each found a kill in that time, so Simple on top of the site. He's actually out of the Deagle. That's not characteristic of him at all, but Voxic actually clips the shot, and Chris J gets in position to get the bomb down. They know Perfecto's got to be rotating around.
Dizal might be changing the pace here. This is what we talked about. Kerrigan always gets himself towards Olaf. A grenade behind him, and he'll actually be battling towards Ivy here. We said Kerrigan's been good at opening picks today. Unfortunately, Electronic one step ahead of him. Spray down towards the Hell position will yield the first frag. Rops might be exploring his options towards in and out. Simple.
I almost wonder if Kerrigan was better off not to take that fight. Yes, he was spotted, but just run, just get the position at Hell, because then he forces them to have to move just by being there. Rops takes out, or rather, excuse me, Simple takes out Rops. So 2 already in the advantage of Na'Vi. It went 8-1 yesterday after being 8-0, and then it went 9-1, and then the comeback was on. So see how MouseSports fares in similar waters. Voxic still on the op. He's going to try and let Frozen go to work first, who's eager to bait out the player at the back tracks. It's not going to happen. Electronic's going to rotate away, and in fact, they know now, based on Boomich's communication, that there's a lot more going on toward Pop Dog also, so they can't give up anything at the back, or otherwise they'll have problems at the front. Simple. Rotating around, catches off Frozen. Becomes a much easier scenario now, and it's just Chris. Bomb in his hand, though. He can plant in this. He started that before the Molotov. In fact, Molotov's not going to reach him, and he might chase down at least get one. Good start, aggressive, finds out Flamey, not done there, sees the play on the tracks, he's actually got Simple down. We know this guy can ace, we saw it in New York, he's got it into a 1-on-2, and he's actually sliding away. He's got another shot on Boomich. Is this guy up for the play of the decade already in 2020? He nearly got it in 2018. As Chris sneaks away, Electronic is found, he's baited him out, he's got the time in his favor. What an ace clutch this would be. He's got the bomb off the situation, and he's got Electronic down. Put it in for play of the year already. What a clutch from Chris.
It could be the catalyst.
And it was a desperate plant. It was 5-on-1 post plant.
We just like,
it wasn't even like he
money.
opened space
Got
and then
cash.
thought, I can do that. He actually just fully annihilated them.
It's like, God, how have you left me in this scenario now? I have no information. I don't know where he is. He's just hitting every single shot. Oh, so good. That's what Counter-Strike's all about, those sort of moments. And here we go, Frozen using this momentum. He will be carrying it forward. It's going to be Boomich's Electronic remove. Simple still alive with the AWP. 6 kills to his name so far. He's going to need to increase that total. Around number 9 here, they're going to stand a chance. Bomb goes down. Not planted, it's been dropped on the floor, and Voxic offers himself up towards the backtrack. So at least they know where the AWP is now. I'd fake here. 2 players smoking off towards the dark side. I'm going to be going towards Sunny, seeing whether they can break through as the opponents come through. You can see Rops showing his usual tendencies towards upper ramp. So they're going to reposition now, get the bomb down towards bottom. This kill is everything. Kerrigan nails it again. Convincing play towards inside. Good rotation. It's a, oh, hello. Simple does take one down. 2-on-2. Tense environment right now.
You can still see Perfecto and his teammates are both asked to hold up. Fleming got 1 kill and backed off. Perfecto still held. The communication wasn't quite there between the 2 of them, and he was left completely in the open with no defense.
Wow. We do find ourselves with a boost towards the pallet. Decent HE to chip away at the initial players. A lot more than that, though, being presented as Chris J and Kerrigan once again. Crack open the outside bomb side. Simple's in a lot of trouble here. Up on the bomb site, fully flashed, down he goes. Might have been a bit of a disastrous finish in the previous round. Carrigan will at least get the information as to where Perfecto's position. So yes, they gave it the previous round. They win this though. Everything's back in. Na'Vi can win these, but it's not looking good. USPs, CZs, no armor. And the rush inside. Oh, maybe a couple of kills here. Electronic, does he get away? Oh, and Perfecto, that's not bad. All right, 5 players committing towards that Brown Hall position. And they've gone down. Let's see MouseSports give up many rounds like this, but this isn't looking good at all. Frozen taking down a 51. Massive advantage for Na'Vi here.
Kerrigan back out again. He knows to take this angle. He knows to fight Boomich. Expected a reaction sooner and didn't want to oversit the mark when he put the shots in. Didn't get the kill right away. Had to look elsewhere. Needs to push up. Boomich is not going to re-peek that angle. He's not going to slide out, but they're going to keep going, keep marching. He's trying to bait both directions at this point. Burn the candle at both ends. Every shot toward Boomich, he knows is going to bait a reaction from Sandwich. Every shot towards Sandwich, he's waiting for Boomich. But it's Simple that slides above instead. 3 versus 1. He can't cover them all. Boomich can. Simple. Kerrigan. It's a very tight position to be in, and Simple and Boomich both putting damage into him. Make no mistake in taking him down. Electronic was sitting and sliding up Olaf the whole time as a result of that kill. We could see him underneath of Kerrigan, and he went undetected as a result. Frozen does at least catch off Flamey, trying to take back the site, so this will give them some ground to work with outside. I say that though, but look where the bomb is. It's in the clutches of both Simple and Electronic, who swarm toward the A main entrance. Frozen, however, I'm surprised he's gotten this much ground. They don't even look. Oh man, Electronic, that is good timing.
There was a chance there. An opening had been found, but Electronic checks it just before it becomes an issue. Round should be tied up at this point, but Robs and Chris J will give it their best, and we know what Chris J is capable of. Brings it back to a more realistic scenario. Smoke down and another frag. 2-on-2 here. Boomich overwhelmed potentially. Could have gone to the 1-on-1. And Na'Vi, first map, they've actually won a pistol as well. Managed to get a 5-0 conversion from it. Should have been 6-0, but here we are.
Yeah, God had other ideas as well to give them a second one. Man, man. I was a little bit slow, Henry. I'm a bit rusty. The Wolf of Wall Street became the Lion in London.
That would have been good.
That was the one.
Yeah.
Either way, the play will stand on its own forever. That is a remarkable fact. That was just incredible. But they're still not out of the woods just yet. 8-5. They've got to secure a few more rounds in this half. You mentioned it is a CT-sided map still, but it depends on the matchup. And this is Mouse's pick. So what does that yield for their CT side? You know Na'Vi's going to wake up into this series at some point. They're not going to let it go easily. 3-0 is... It doesn't matter if it's Astralis or Liquid. 3-0 is not a score you'd expect to see against them.
Definitely not. Again, Chris J alive. This was the eco, meaning they haven't invested any of their funds on the right-hand side of your screens. We have got some newer viewers out in the audience, so just bear with us. Just gotta let them know what we're up to.
I'm pretty new as well, so.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, Simple. That's fast. Good timing. Knew he had to check lower. Didn't have eyes on it, and he makes no mistake.
Connector. Flash out, a few Molotovs in. Voxic to open things up from what we can see so far. Simple is there, though.
And he finds the same shot onto Voxic twice on the entry. Flash to support Perfecto. He looks away. Good communication between the two. And you can see why Perfecto plays the Taz angle, but a double peek in return. And Simple's gone as well. That's both defenders at B. They've rotated with plenty of time for themselves, but this far limited. Smoke's down on the gaps as well. They're pushed off the bomb quite considerably. 6th round would be a remarkable feat for MouseSports and exactly what they need to try and claw this back in the second half. Frozen has Boomich. That leaves us still at a 2-on-2, however, because a kill came in beforehand. Electronic Shadow deceives him.
I love this from Frozen. So well played. Rob's inside rush.
They're 4-1 on pistols so
big
far.
nade.
That nade is absolutely massive, but Simple's around it and has Kerrigan down. Chris, I think, took damage from his teammate behind him as well on the stairs, so a bit of a trip over each other. Didn't need that at this point in time because he'd already taken 1 bullet from the front of the site. Simple spotted, but they still have to give him attention. They do, certainly. No attention deficit from Frozen as he goes back to spawn. Perfecto dancing on either side of upper. Just trying to make sure there's no flank. He's got to be so careful at this point. He's actually revealed himself. Goes to the lower ramp. Voxic has him. Shot back. Boomich at least with a chance. They both have one bullet to death. And he goes, oh, it deceives him. He went to the burst. He thought they were low. He thought he could get it. But that is why most players will never touch the burst Glock. Of either of them in my team.
Flamey though. That's a nice shot with the Desert Eagle. A chance here, but that's the rifle being removed. Need to get that bomb planted. Perfecto taking care of that. Yes, to recover it actually from the lower ramp. Need to get a quick plant here to stand a chance. Boomich, nice shot, but essentially now a 3 versus 1. And I like this. You can see Voxic listening out for sound cues, denies the rush, and it's going to be flashed around the corner here. Doesn't really have the weapon to make that work. Maybe a little bit too wide on the swing there.
I wouldn't argue against that. Electronic does need to be aware that there's more possibility. Good lineup. Actually had the crosshair already placed, aimed with his strafe keys. Certainly a tactic that speeds things up if you can get the lineup accurately done. Kerrigan's going to try and redeem things by going aggressive toward aim, but aim way off. And Perfecto gets it with a deagle. So Mouse, we're in a bit of a bonus situation, but now they've got a choice to make. Frozen does still possess, at this time, at least a Krieg, which you'd want to carry as long as you can on the CT side. So what is the call going to be? Does he try and just stay out of the action, keep his head down, concede this round to Na'Vi and go 10-8 with that gun still in their hands? Or do they try and get back into it? I suppose Chris has inspired them to say anything is possible. Go tagged. Simple. Rops was so blind. Still gets more, and they know where Frozen is. Well, now he might get away. Yeah, well, that's one thing to suggest. Frozen with a second kill. Bomb's not planted.
Oh,
he's going to go, but he's got to reload. He's left in the... Either way, he gets out toward Hell. His teammate already there. Thinking, swing old bomb. They're going to need to. Never mind. No, they aren't. Boomich has other plans. He'll just kill Kerrigan when he walks to him instead. Boost up ticket. Electronic's going to see this if his teammates on top of the bomb don't first. And they've already pushed Voxic off the situation. It'll be 11 now for Na'Vi. Still 4 alive. I know it seems crazy to call it that early, but there's no chance and no point in giving away guns at this stage in the round either. And Mac 10 for Simple can certainly farm frags. The others not really holding on to anything. It's not the big deal. In fact, zero investment at all, but why give more away than you need to?
Exactly that. Need to present a disciplined game plan at this point. Na'Vi will be in the lead. This was the full eco, though, bear in mind. MouseSports don't gain or lose anything for surviving on the CT side post-explosion. If there's any exit kills, that'd be great. So that blast might actually give them the AK. Off towards lower ramp. Kerrigan now, aggressive of course, going for a double, he fancies it. He scampers away though. Lovely work from Kerrigan, using that Mac 10 saber to save an AK and a Mac 10. You'd normally say, oh, they won't even use the Mac 10 in this gun round, but Kerrigan realizes there was an opportunity there, and he actually upgrades to a Krieg as well. 5 on 4, great start, money in the bank, and gun in hand.
Chris aware that the flames are going above his head. He's going to just keep it low. I'm not sure he's aware that one player's already gone by. Boomich nearly spotted him. He suspects that he's up there. Okay, did he? I don't know. When he goes up this ramp with the smoke still down, he actually gray screens. That is, oh, I was going to say almost the most luck Chris has had this game, and that's saying something considering a 1v5. That was all skill. But it was just enough to be spotted and taken down in return, and despite knowing that they're so far forward, Rops gets Simple back. Still on a 3-on-3. Boomich is on the high side. How's he just dancing around them at this point in time?
The bomb's main entrance, though, so yes, it's very good. He'll get another kill for sure. Rops goes down, and 30 seconds remaining towards Pop Dog. And Flamey, oh, has he been spotted?
Yeah, he was. Voxic just barely. He was running, but he was just far enough to be not audible. If he was audible, there's no way he even gets a chance at that peak. The gun's already turned on to him. You're right. That's almost unfortunate. The fake actually cost them because it put the bomb in the line of fire, and Boomich has to go back one-on-one. Voxic to hold. Knows he's coming from Pop Dog. 12 seconds. No mistake. The potential this team has with Kerrigan as well. I mean, the double op is just so prevalent. And Chris, remember the Wolf of Wall Street? It wasn't even the op he bought. He picked that up off of a dead teammate to make that play.
Flamey spotted him.
Flamey did spot him. He knows he's tagged, though, so he actually goes almost a bit like a moth to a flame in that situation. Kerrigan will get Boomich back. Ground is in favor. Oh, I was going to say that the bomb down, though. I was going to say in favor of the teams because look how far forward Electronic is. He still makes it work. They'll recover the bomb. Are they aware of the fast flank potential? Frozen starting to head toward the ladder. Bomb will be conceded.
Deagles, CZ, Voxic. He actually thrives in these sort of high-pressure situations. He seems to really step up when he has to. see what it can be done. Boomich out quickly with the MAC-10. It's gathering information here. He can go through smokes, he can be a nuisance.
Kerrigan trying to fight aggressively. Boomich, though, was already out behind, surprising him with the MP9 as he turned around and realized he had nowhere to hide from the attack. Simple still patiently waiting for an opportunity. Voxic, a single op. And as they continue to take the yard around him, he becomes less and less safe. He's spotted now as well. It's not like he can just sit in the corner and wait it out. Hit perfecto, but needs to get away. He's not done fighting. Give him credits, but Simple's had enough of that.
He silences the AWP of Voxic and presumably confirms the round. Desert Eagle, avoid giving this one up. Nice spawn for Perfecto, gets him his 7th kill.
Slides out, he's gonna add to that as well, finds Voxic with a flash.
Nice.
He's onto it now, it seems that's always the way we call someone out and then they arrive.
Inferno on the CT side to win a round.
Oh, Voxic, good start. That's why it's surprising that his kill totals are so low, because when we do go to him, it seems like he's snapping and nailing a shot.
Yeah.
Just about every time. He gets Electronic down very early in the round. That's what MouseSports needed. Maybe they needed more of it. Maybe that is the weak link right now, the AWP. Chris J, Deagle. He's gonna go aggressive toward Ivy.
I actually like that call a lot. I feel like that could be the savior here. A Chris J AWP on train is always very exciting. He spotted the barrel there, Voxic as well, but Kerrigan gets the first frag. He is an excellent main player, but there is one towards Olof already, Electronic.
Yesterday, this was huge. He got in here yesterday, and it really hurt Godsent in the second half. They were not aware. He walked around and got 3 kills.
That's right.
Because they had no idea he was in that position. So Simple's already covering off the right side for him. He could do the same. Voxic has stopped watching Ivy.
Kerrigan, though, his position suggests he might want to check it, but now Electronic making his move. Oh, I think
Voxic knows.
Oh, yeah, okay, he does.
There's no action at Ivy, so he kept his eyes that direction.
One more player towards Ivy. That's going to be Boomich, though. Spot, you can see him looking at him, and then the shot's fired. He'll survive, didn't even take any damage. That's okay. Still a 5-on-3. Kerrigan to open things up, and Simple trying to find a gap in the smoke. See if you can see a shadow. Any telltale signs would do at this point. Double digits for Mouse. Currently in the 5-on-3 with 50 seconds remaining. Na'Vi have 1 smoke, a couple of flashes. And not many options, I'm afraid. Simple would have to get them an opening. Boomich and Flamey will focus their efforts. Maybe a totem drop here towards Pop Dog, but an incendiary.
Yeah, well, don't go now.
Yeah, we'll buy you some time, and he can smoke on top of that just after as well. Definitely smoke him.
Oh, he's late! That is such a great predictive play by Flamey.
Love it.
And Na'Vi, because they expected this smoke. There's only going to be a slight amount of time in which they would take little damage and get down there before.
A peek, flashbang comes in, and it goes behind Kerrigan, but still overwhelmed. Same story maybe for Voxic. He has to try and get out. Opening pick now.
Yeah, Voxic thought he could actually beat that flash, but he might have been better off sitting back because then he could have repeated it and perhaps saved or at least traded Kerrigan. Na'Vi still looking for the elusive map points. Gone away from them 2 rounds in a row. Perfecto. Inside of the A main hall. No one pushing against it yet. Voxic's going to give up Catwalk, or excuse me, Ivy for now and get a little bit closer toward A main. Electronic will work in that position as he leaves the smoke down. So Electronic this time, not lurking from Sandwich, might still be able to do a similar thing with no defense in front of him. And Frozen has to be so careful. That smoke's late, but a flash was not. You can see the hands covering their faces. They had limited vision, and Frozen somehow finds 3 when he ultimately shouldn't have. Simple gets it back, but it's Simple and Electronic to clutch against Rops and Chris J. And Rops in an unlikely position. Now, as soon as that glass breaks in front of him, it reveals the position, reveals the angle, and they'll look there. So he needs to have a clean first kill.
It has felt like that smoke was never going to bloom towards main entrance. Frozen just about survives long enough as the bomb will be planted in a safe spot. It's going to bait out Rops here. Has to nail that first kill. Simple left the AWP. We know he hits these shots, nails it. He's going to get another one, surely. He now knows exactly where Rops is. As he bides his time, he has got the orb. It's Chris J that goes down. HP not so much of a factor here, but he knows he's already hit him here. Simple, he's been quiet so far. Can he get the map point? He certainly can. Chris J orb. Electronic, surely an opening kill here. Wildly sprays off towards main, and Chris J will be dropped. Kerrigan down to just 3 points of health. This should be it.
Electronic trying to go for that same play. In through Olaf, out Sandwich, walk to E-Box. Smoke's down, they suspect his presence, but the smokes might mean he gets in far enough. He certainly does. Frozen has no idea. Kerrigan gets 1 back. but that's all they get so far, and they're caught off by a late lurking Boomich coming in from Ivy. Na'Vi back in the series. Doesn't take much to give them a chance. We go to Nuke. Still hesitant because there's no action on top of the train. I think at this point you almost allow them to plant. You concede it. Kerrigan can't be aggressive is the problem. Only 3. No trigger discipline, just wants the kill. Bomb still gets planted. It's simple, and another 1-on-2. And another player on red HP to try and shut it down. Good movement mechanics. Simple gets on top of Ticket. He knows they have to go for the bomb. Not planted for him, but he'll have the awareness. You'd expect Rops is going to check it.
Oh!
Simple hits that. He actually reads it, and Kerrigan.
No!
HP. Simple's got that as well.
He's back.
He's in it. This series is on.
We know what keeps your heart beating. Drive. Emotions. Joy. Victory. Get all of this with GGBet. Go to gg.bet. Activate code HEART-BEAT and get plus 200% your deposit. GGBet. With gamers in heart.
Outside. You can get under silo, but again, you're holding when you do that. You can get to the secret stairs as opposed to inside of the big garage. So there's a few different ways to go about it, but yeah, odds are dead even. I think that's 100% accurate. Good time to get over to GG.bet and get involved as we get into what will be our guaranteed second last map of the event, perhaps the last if MouseSports get off to a good start. They do get the CT side that we talked about. Damage is against them early, and they've lost both Voxic and Kerrigan. Perfecto and Simple with the kills to start it off as Boomich runs back in through the huts. Taken out by Flamey is Chris J, who tried to find ground on the last footing inside of the site itself. Now they wrap back in. It's frozen. Robs aren't done. They actually get to Electronic. He didn't have to take that fight. He already has heaven. He could fall off the angle. Bomb is down. And it's suddenly a turnaround. This could be 6-1 in terms of pistols.
How did this collapse? It felt so good. They got the opening two kills. It was all coming together, and now it's all down to Boomich. He has got the bomb on his back, but now very low HP. A bullet to the chest as well, and now onto the...
He's got the FAMAS at the ready for it. Flamey, we saw him in front, shot over the box, and actually got Chris down at heaven. So the start is favorable for Na'Vi. We know how powerful they are with the pistols. We saw it on Dust 2. Damage is done, but overextending. Voxic makes it a 5-on-3 for the moment. Very, very slight and short moment, however, because immediately they trade back 2. Flamey and Electronic drop. Rops is still aware they're outside, but they're not done yet. Perfecto at range. Chance for another headshot. Can actually spam with the Deagle. It has enough penetration, but they run instead, and Kerrigan gets the bomb. Bit of a gamble from Simple because that is the key in the round. Bomb is now in the possession of the CTs.
It absolutely is. Boomich again. Unfortunately, doesn't have many points of access here. Down to just 26 points of health. Needs a mistake from the CT side. Whether that will come in, I'm not so sure. 25 seconds. One bullet from the FAMAS will take him down. Can grab the bomb, can't go lower. Has to commit towards his upper bomb site. Maybe he gets one kill here, but still got the AWP for Voxic here.
He's gonna back off the garage for now. That lets Boomich get much closer. No smokes, and they're going straight towards Secret. They're actually gonna get there. Not only are they gonna get there, they're gonna face the fact that there's no smokes and take the battles, win the duels. MouseSports in a bit of trouble, down one man. We'll see if they can recover. As Rops climbs up into the heaven, it'll give him a bit more vision of the yard. Frozen's gone, he is as well. All on to Chris J, and I think this one's done. Na'Vi get back into it, 2-1. Good time to get on top of things in the first gun round, keep themselves in. Plays a different bounce, so it would be hard to cover that with the Molotov.
Yeah.
But one player who's not actually going to be outside, so they're trying to sell this. And then hit upstairs. Perfecto starts it. He'll take out Rops. Frozen still holds his ground. Sees at 75, sees the feet. Low HP on the second, but he's not ready for it. Perfecto slides. Good start from him so far in this game. Most impact we've seen, I would say, in the early rounds, as he gets 2 kills once more. Chris, he's got an AK picked up, and the bomb down. They get in behind. Perfecto drops, but Boomich has Voxic. Chris isn't done. He fights forward. He had that weapon. He had the rifle, and he has a chance. That is ridiculous.
He swings now. Kerrigan's got a guaranteed kill. The Molotov going around as well. There it is. Lovely work. Good timing. And now Frozen's in trouble. If he gets one, that will do. He's going to burn.
seemed fireproof for a while. Apparently he was quite frozen. Took a while to thaw out. He nearly got a shot for a second. A Simple wants more than that from inside of Squeaky. Actually gets through the edge of the vent to do so. 7 seconds. He's got it down to the one-on-one. Robs just needs to stay alive, but he has nowhere in that situation.
Deagles again. No arm up, no nades, and you can see the CT certainly have some. It's going to be Electronic to go down at the start. Good response coming in though. Should be another kill here for Rops, no problem at all using that scope. Just chewing through Na'Vi at this point, looking for a 5-1 scoreline.
Very distance position from Rops. I mean, those one-on-ones make all the difference. We're at 4-1 now for MouseSports. They take back the economic lead. Boost behind Red. Rops had the lineup right, certainly anticipated it, but they didn't present themselves. And they won't when he repeaks either. So he'll have to be a little bit more patient with the Krieg. Perfecto's only left with 7, by the way. So hardly alive in this round that I think about to go down. It's Kerrigan sneaking around with an MP9. Don't have a lot of information because, again, Rops was limited, didn't get the vision, so they're not sure how close they are, but there's not a lot of activity above, and Kerrigan, I think, is going to get inquisitive. Rops gets the kill.
House to allow you to properly investigate what's going on about T-Red, and he CT's close range.
The only thing that it does do is means a player at Heaven can actually see your head above them if you go to the wide side, but it lets you wrap in faster, and that's what they want to do. They want to take main entrance control. Kerrigan, desperate with an MP9 on the ladder, hoping that the SMG could at least spray correctly and accurately to take down his opposition. Nonetheless, Na'Vi have a 2-man advantage, and the bomb to be planted at the upper site.
Yeah, that's a save. We said the money wasn't great, but there's residual cash. They had the SMGs and FAMASs due to their success they had found before. Robs, that looked like a kill to me, but didn't quite get enough damage there towards Electronic. That's going to be 9 HP for him. Crochet to save the FAMAS. No kit. Don't think he'll be doing much with this one. There it is, Na'Vi. Nice approach towards up. I didn't take too much damage. Just to know, if you saw Kerrigan firing on the ladder there, it is kind of viable, I suppose, with an SMG like that. You're probably going to get the kill at that range, but you don't get any accuracy at all. It's all random as to where the bullet's going to go when you're touching the ladder. Your feet have to be planted on the ground to get full accuracy. As we haven't really experimented with any vent drops just yet. They don't nade out the door like most teams. Outside smoke's deployed quite early.
Boomage to work through into the hut. Kerrigan above. Well, smoke off towards Squeaky. You can see his teammate behind Frozen to hold the floor, but he's already gone. Kerrigan turns to find the response, and Simple, with very little HP, is, wow, I thought being about clever to wait for the patience, but Kerrigan's one step ahead, finds him as well.
This is looking great from Kerrigan. What a grand final he's had.
Taking the initiative, isn't he?
Yeah, they've had some amazing mid-round calls, perfect pace changes at the right time. Individually, he's right up there. Flamey, 4-on-1, no chance here. Hoping to cause a dent if possible. The bomb's already down. Plenty of time, but only the smoke and a flash, just seeing if he can catch any CTs out of position here. Most likely target's going to be Kerrigan, but he's really feeling himself right now. He's nailing absolutely everything. Silenced M4. He's got a teammate towards main entrance as well. He's got this one. There it is. Lovely work.
Worked the way around the red crate. Flamey's taking the charge. Massive gaps again. They're not putting good smokes down outside, but they still want to get towards Secret. I still don't think I've seen the B-bomb site on camera once this game, let alone the vents. Voxic, flash out. Frozen's found first. Flamey on the kill, but Voxic still has the Krieg to work with, and you're right, the bomb is down there. Well aware of it as well with it. Deagle sitting at the doors. Voxic's going to go pursuit and aggressive toward that objective. They have downstairs finally. Again, I haven't seen down here. Even when they're there, they can't do anything with it. Perfecto's taken out. I can't see them winning this round 20, so this is the best chance they've had to take the lower bomb site. Flash to clear corner will confirm to Rops they are there. Molotov to force him out. He's going to go onto the stairs, keep his head down. Doesn't need to peek, but he does. He goes for it. Doesn't find it initially on the AK. You would have expected that he might have on the second peek, but that brings the advantage to Na'Vi.
Yeah, he doesn't miss many, Robs, but that one's significant. Kerrigan, though, the master of the upper bomb site. The jiggle peek does somewhat bait him out with the shots, and now it's a 4 versus 3. Voxic really not in a prime position. Kerrigan still fighting back, though. Bomb goes down, 18 seconds, Matt. Flashbang's decent, and Perfecto in position now. Chris J on the flank, though, 13. They can't go towards lower. Has to be a plan and upper. Chris J knows it. He's going to swing. Swing.
Oh,
let it go through.
He's going to be spotted. Perfecto just barely got
Electronic to cover Decon. Robs is surrounded. Oh, he's done for. I think that's the play from Electronic. The spam coming through. Robs just has to try and ignore him. Needs at least a couple. Is a prime position to do so. Oh, bomb. Takes it down. Now he knows the players towards Decon as well, but Simple somehow hits the shot. What's just happened there? Electronic and Simple light them up. A confident looking Boomich just molotoving towards the CT boxes now by Warehouse. Carrigan waiting for the drop down. Going to do very well to get a kill with the basic pistol. He's smoked out. It's a little bit chaotic here, Matt. The AWP to actually pick up the pieces here. One missed shot, Simple will go down. Needs to be so careful. The CT's retreating. They've picked up a Krieg. They've got the man advantage. Remember, full eco. The amount of rounds today Na'Vi have lost to just pistols is getting out of hand. This is something that needs to be fixed within their game.
Perfecto downstairs already. Chris J has the same weapon on the defensive side. Starting to see more and more B plays from Na'Vi as we get deeper into this half, and rightfully so. 2 rounds in a row finally on the T side. Absolutely makes it a contest. Flamey flashed in toward the control room stairs, but flash that certainly heard. Simple will watch the bottom side of the vents. Shotgun style AWP at that point in time. In that position to get that close. Chris still waiting for him to walk in. Door open. He sees them. He's got silo, but not fast enough to get away, and that is an incredibly quick shot from Simple. Given the situation, he nearly finds bottom ramp as well. He's left in a 1-on-3. Not, oh my goodness, aware of Frozen's position, but he actually reacts that fast. He is awake. He's back. He's in this game, and he's going to try and rush this away. He has the bomb. He can actually clutch this out. 14 seconds. He plants as fast as he can upstairs. Oh, but he heard it. He's aware. If he had gone back silo, the safe plant, he was absolutely in the clear for the plant and been done into the clutch, but now he knows he has to go aggressive, and they're both there. I thought there was a chance he hits the shot.
Unbelievable, ridiculous scenes here in this best of 5.
It's always the bomb for Na'Vi. I don't understand what they're doing to leave it in the open so frequently. Voxic starts off with a wall on red and then finds Electronic up above as well in a very fractional shot. Chris is going to try and back off this. Perfecto's already done for on 22 HP with only the Deagle to work with. It's going to be double digits for MouseSports on the CT side, and Na'Vi's chances and hopes. How halted were they? You give up an eco, you can swap if they don't find the picks, or if he does and then wants to be a little more combative and aggressive defensively. Oh, drop down. Molotov off, and Boomich actually finds Chris. So the first op gone already. Did fire a shot. They would have known it was there, but Voxic's already given away his position as well. Kerrigan's going to add to it. It's back to the advantage for MouseSports. Only by 1. Boomich finds Rops as well. He's got good control. He's all the way around that heaven. I think they're going to have problems holding this upper site, MouseSports, and Kerrigan's holding at main entrance, but he'll be quickly negated by a single smoke.
He's got a good angle, though, with this AUG. See what he can make of it. First kill not going to be his. Perfecto left the low HP. Voxic really coming to his own now. It's a 2 versus 1 for himself. What?
He kept the op. They had no idea he pushed all the way through. They thought he might have grabbed the AK, instead he went back. 49 seconds. Bomb is picked up. They had to go back for it. Boomich is aware and goes down the vents. So this will buy him space. Now what does... Okay, he does switch over. I was going to say, does Voxic have that much confidence to stay in the AWP? No. He goes to the Krieg, door closed. He opens it immediately. Boomich knows exactly where to turn his attention. But there's time enough to work with.
One smoke, flashbang, so he'll have to come swing out of here. He knows exactly where Boomich is. The flashbang drop. This will be such a sick round from Voxic.
For fighting back in that situation. Flamey headshot position drops off. Voxic with the pressure. Boomich is going to rotate Speedway. That puts pressure back onto the other 2 players inside. But Flamey's undetected. At least stays and holds his nerve. Watch the HP. Robs was the one that was on 100. He's down. This is winnable. Managed to get the vent dive in, but they're sitting on 4 and 5 HP respectively, Kerrigan and Chris J, and they have to be very swift. Flamey's got to hit 1 shot there, and they're done. I'm surprised he doesn't.
He's going with a headshot. He doesn't have the intel. He's so low. But still has the advantage. The smoke makes things a little bit more complicated. From the ramp, another bullet will do it. And you can see being so tentative now. They're so fragile, so squishy. The smoke providing a veil still, and it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Surely Chris J can't do this. Already had some heroics. The bomb's at a very awkward spot. What's happened there? And now it will be Electronic to defuse. Cinemap on a cast, that's it. Vertical Globals, as we make our way outside, is going to be Voxic. Confident is Frozen to get the trade. A surprise approach here, knowing that the money is in a position that's a little bit awkward. You won't have the AWP just yet, and now Simple have to rotate down. Trying to get as much intel as he can, communicating with his teammates here. Smoked off, Boomich to bought them some time. Sends them packing and dissuades them from their descent towards lower. Flash over. Allows him to get out of secret.
Shotgun for Perfecto on the site. Again, this is the map where you'll see it most frequently used. Does struggle to rotate. That's a distance you don't want to hold. So yeah, defensive smoke, force them to get closer. He's sitting where they have to plant the bomb, so eventually they have to head his direction. And as the bomb gets planted, they try to use his smoke against him. He can't get the kill, so they actually get away with it, but he does damage. Whew. And then Voxic knew where he was dwelling on the other side. Just simple. First gun round, and it's already going to be the first T round for MouseSports. Great start.
Yeah, fantastic work. Money actually pretty low on the CT side of things. Simple has to save this M4. He's got 3K in reserve, an incendiary, a smoke, a kit. Can't go for this.
You think he's going to smoke from here and try and ninja?
Nah.
All right, he's going to fake that out and get them closer. He just wants them to go back to the bomb because if it takes a gun down, that's worth it in itself. But they're not that silly, so they'll get away. And Kerrigan is doing Electronics Garage. He's off on the odd angle, and it's going to catch him out because he actually did not expect a repeat rather than an angle held from Electronic. So 1 for their trouble, 2 for their pain, but that's brought back by Robson. Frozen as it's now just Flamey and Boomich to try and defend.
Now this was the force, remember. 3 rifles and a couple of pistols brought into the mix. Flamey, with no utility whatsoever, makes his way towards heaven, but I like this. Squeaky door, Boomich's got at least 1 kill. He didn't see the barrel, didn't commit to the check. They have a kit. Boomich with no smoke. He'll be the one defended here by Flamey. Does damage. MP9 strikes. Flashbang comes through. He has to be the one to defuse, remember. There's no kit on Flamey at this point. It'll be 10 seconds. He's trying his best to battle them through this round. The defuse coming in now. It's actually looking pretty good. 2 seconds. They haven't checked it.
Okay, they got him.
A few players survive. Full eco coming in now. 13-7. Excuse me. Looking very likely.
No structural breakdown tonight.
If you've got a structure, don't break it down.
Yeah, this nuclear facility is staying on the whole time.
Don't you dare touch him. Kerrigan, he's had enough. He knows that the end is near. Needs to pick up the pace before we get kicked out. Bomb to be planted, and that's going to be round completed. It's going to be 13-7 now.
You'll have to take me kicking and screaming, Henry.
Oh, I will, sweetheart.
Electronic just waiting up above, bomb down already with 9 players alive. CT's not able to do much with the argument, and without any investments at all, nor do they lose anything, but nor do they serve to gain anything by going down, because they actually give money away. Kerrigan's going to get $600 extra just for that kill on the MAC-10. Simple's going to go for the... Oh, he's got to try at least once a series. $1,500 that he pulled that off. It would have been massively beneficial for his team and his teammates.
Lots of changes, disappointing results. Amazing players within their ranks. Something not clicking. Rushing ramp, trying to punish the fact they might not have helmets here. Flamey gets a lot of damage off with the nade, follows it up with a couple of kills. That's enough. With the MP9, he's got above and beyond expectations there. So a chance to slow things down. Still a viable round here for MouseSports. They're going to be smoking towards the window. Molotov a decon. Just want a quick plan at this stage. But Boomich, he knows he can deny. He can sacrifice himself. But the bomb already goes down here. And now we've talked about it all tournament long. The lower bomb site, in a 3-on-4, you would still favor the T's. And look at all this utility. 2 Molotovs, flashbangs, HEs, and nothing in that department for Na'Vi.
The interesting thing, though, is that I don't know that they're aware. Okay, they are looking at it. Kerrigan's aware. I was going to say, I'm not sure they're totally awake to the fact that Boomich has been sitting inside of the control room for that long. They managed to at least get the creek. That is a tumultuous battle. That is tenuous through the edge of the cap. Ivan, the first vent come up, the second one to get deeper inside of the upper sights. Simple already holding on Speedway. We saw Boomich do that in the opening pistol round. He gets the first kill in round 22 because of it, as Electronic continues to try to use that ladder, but he's forced off. Smoke's still down.
3 players on the bomb side floor. This is insane.
If they drop, I was going to say, if they drop, he's already ready for it, and if they go forward, they're already there. So he gets the floor last round as well.
Damn. That's
fast. Yeah. To get outside and peek silo that convincingly this far to the round, 15 seconds. I mean, yes, the spawns have been moved forward on the T side, but that is impressively confident from Electronic. It's not going to be unanswered, though. Chris gets Simple back, and we sit to 4-on-4. Smoke to bounce down and cover off the squeaky doorway. Meanwhile, Smoke to cover off Ram. Flamey steps wide, but Frozen finds the trade onto him. We know that they've been playing Speedway. Watch for the hold. Chris is going to be obligated with it until they can securely get on top of the ramp. And Frozen, the mullet. The attempt for the Molotov was to keep them from rotating in on the flank, but that has failed. So they have to be aware of the possibility. Nonetheless, door opens and closes. Boomich wants to keep his security alive and his life intact. He'll take the door and break it down so he can at least peek through it, but bomb is already planted, so that's just for information, and a smoke will negate that either way.
20 seconds. We've seen this lower bomb site become a fortress before. Again, no utility, a couple of flashes, no strokes, no incendiaries. Time ticking away. Need to get their skates on now. Need kills. 10 seconds on the clock. First kill comes in. Boomich gets it. Frozen. Great positioner. Looking for a couple of frags. Can't do it. But here's Voxic looking to find championship point. He's done enough. The defuse can't come through. Boomich will have to save. And there we have it. MouseSports. They have broken them.
In the slightest. Look how fast they are this time as well. Boomich goes over top. It is Electronic who found the kill outside last time to at least shut it down. Perfecto 2 on the MP9. It's on to Chris in a 1-on-2. Perfecto's low. He has a chance.
He can do this.
He can do it. We saw him clutch 2 1v5s. He certainly can. Drive-by shooting for Perfecto. No reaction time from Chris. He only loses a fraction of health. He's down to 73.
He's got so much time to work with that. Luckily, didn't take a lot of damage. Chris J. 1 smoke, 1 Molotov. I'll see where Flamey's positioned. He's currently in the ramp room, I believe. Difficult to tell on the minimap. But Perfecto, he needs to find a weapon if possible. Still on that MP9. Guns all over the place. He doesn't want to make any sound cues here. And they're both towards upper. Chris can smoke and plant. He might as well. No point faking it.
Just hold.
And here they come. Molotov available. First kill should be guaranteed. No.
And a secret. Rotation from Boomich. He gets down the vent as quickly as he possibly can. Gap in the smoke. He wants to try and play the feet on the, I was going to say stairs. If he backs off, he can actually align himself to see them more clearly, but a Molotov behind him prevents him from doing so, and Rops, he got in behind afterward. The player that rotates leaves a gap, and Rops identifies it. Frozen capitalizes. That is an incredible grid mount call from Rops, but it's not done yet. Perfecto and Simple each finding a kill in return.
Look at the HP. Frozen, Rops so low. Chris J will have to do the heavy lifting once again. They have a minute. They can slow this down and piece together the jigsaw. They have 1 smoke that's been deployed. I say they smoke that and they're going to go towards upper maybe. Chris J seems happy just to get that plant down. They're going to spam it. Frozen makes a footstep just to buy him a little bit of time there.
Does Simple have a kit?
He does.
Oh, I thought he might just drop.
Yeah, I thought
if
that
someone
for a
made
second
noise
too.
and you just instant diffuse this, because there's still a good amount of time on that smoke. There's about another 4 seconds even now as it dissipates. Okay, I was a little off on that, but enough that there was certainly a 4-second diffuse available. Simple waits to get baited in. He'll take Frozen down.
Chris J looking to close things out here. This could be enough, map. It's going to be Simple in the 1 versus 2. There we have it. They close it out in style, and it will be MouseSports picking up yet another trophy here.